Hey everybody, this is Jessica McKeon. I'm the Fixed Site Director for C1, and welcome to your March staff meeting. I wanted to start off this month by talking a little bit about our new apheresis administrative assistant, Sydney Arbor. She is based in Cleveland, Ohio, and supports Southeast Michigan, Great Lakes, Western Lake Erie, and Northern Ohio. So for the Warzel team in Cleveland, if you guys want to go say hi, she's located directly across the street. I think she's already been down to Parma to say hi to you guys and actually donate. So if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to her, and we're very excited that she's now on the team. And for those of you who don't know, she'll be, like I said, supporting those 4 regions, and Terry Squires, based in Fort Wayne, Indiana, or as my daughter says, Fort Wayne, Indiana, she's 5, supports the other regions. So again, if you need anything at all, please feel free to reach out to either of those 2 ladies, and you'll be seeing their names more and more. Well, definitely Sydney's name more and more as the months go on. I wanted to take a minute to talk about February. You guys had an amazing February overall. We came in at 100.5% of goal, so it was a little bit of a nail biter there to the end. But overall, we had some really great results from some of these regions, so I wanted to go over those really quickly with you. So starting with Badger Hawkeye, you came in at 97.2% of goal with a split rate of 2.12. Heart of America, which includes Effingham, Jefferson City, and Columbia, came in at 94.8% of goal at a 2.06 split rate. Indiana, Ohio just did amazing, 106.6% of goal. Incredible job, you guys. Central Ohio, 96.1% of goal at a 2.22 split rate. Great Lakes and SEM, they had the best month I've seen them have since I've been here. Great Lakes, 103.2% of goal. Southeast Michigan, 117% of goal. Awesome job. Great Lakes was at a 2.16 split rate. Southeast Michigan, 2.04. Northern Ohio, 96.1% of goal. Western Lake Erie missed goal by 1 product. 99.8% of goal. So close. Between those 2 regions, you came in at a 2.12 split rate. So overall, incredible job. March is off to a really, really tough start due to some winter storms, donor sickness, we're told. We're coming up on spring breaks, so things are going to get tougher for us. Every unit counts, just like it always does, especially this month, though, because we're going to have fewer donors through the door. So we'll want to ensure that we're maximizing everybody like you always do, and just ensure that you're doing everything you can to get the most out of every donor. Okay, I wanted to talk about the Engage survey a little bit. The Engage survey is something that we have had every year for the past, I think it was 3 or 4 years, and it's going to be taking place this year, April 30th through May 14th. We're aiming for 100% staff participation. So I want to know, what do you guys want? What do you need in order to do this survey? We want to hear the good. We want to hear the bad. We want to hear the ugly. Doesn't matter what it is. We want you to give us feedback because we don't know how we're doing unless you tell us. So we're going to be hosting coffee and donut hours at each of the centers. So there will be a certain time when you can come in, you can get coffee, you can get donuts. And we'll have computers set up so you can do the survey. It takes 5 or 10 minutes, not very long. It's confidential. There's no way we can tell who says what. I actually printed out what we get from IBM Connexa, which is the party that hosts the survey, puts it on so that you can see. I apologize because I think this is going to come across backwards. But you can see, these are the results for my team for C1. There's no names. There's no way to tell. We actually only get the results if 4 or more of our team members respond to the survey. So if it's less than 4, we get nothing. So that's it, just numbers. These are all the questions that were on the survey last year. And then the other part of this is that there is a free text portion. I haven't seen it yet, but usually it's just a question that you can respond to in typing. And we only get the results back from that. Last year it was if 5 or more staff responded. So these are the responses that we got from one group. And again, you can see it just lists what you write. It doesn't list who it's connected to. If somebody doesn't get more than 5 responses, it's actually rolled up to the next manager to ensure that that confidentiality is maintained. So nothing to worry about there. But what we were thinking about doing, and I would be very anxious to get your feedback here, is I hear that everybody likes food. So we were thinking about maybe doing pizza parties for every area or every site that hit 100% participation. We could have certain contests where if you hit 100% participation, you would be entered into a drawing for whatever. It could be something for your donors. So if you want, I don't know, a 6-month supply of pop for the donors or soda, depending on where you are, we could do that. I could come in and cook you guys dinner. We could have a movie night. It's really up to you guys what motivates you, but we want participation. We want to hear it. So please, please, please let me know, let your manager know what interests you, because we're happy to do things. We just want you guys to tell us. That's all. So let me know. Jessica.mckeon@redcross.org. My phone number is 509-969-1999. And let us know what motivates you guys. What would incentivize you in order to complete the survey? And there will be a lot more information coming out about this over the next 2 months. So sorry if you get sick of it, but hopefully you'll all at least be aware of it. One of the things that comes out of Engage is we get the results usually a few months after the survey, and we have to come up with action plans. So that's something you've probably heard about in each of your areas over the last 6 months or so, is different things that we're doing in order to increase engagement. So one of them is that in your monthly in-services, there should be some sort of 100 Club slide that recognizes staff for thank you scores, things like that. Each of the managers has something different that they're working on. So you probably have seen things. If you haven't, please ask your managers. They all have specific plans in order to boost engagement. All right, next on my list to talk about are joint leadership teams. And these I did talk about 2 months ago in my movie or my video that I'm doing monthly. And these essentially are meetings where management comes together with union leaders and then also with staff. So we have these in Ohio and we have them in IOR, Great Lakes, and SEM. These meet monthly and they're really interesting because we're all working together for a common goal, and it's really cool to see the union come together with management and with the staff in order to reach those common goals. So in those 2 joint leadership teams, I keep calling them labor management meetings because we do also have monthly meetings at the local level where we talk about local things with the union as well. But the joint leadership teams talk about turnover, late starts, contract education, morale. Those are all things that we're working on. And so you'll see more and more of that as these groups become more established. And we're going to be starting these in Heart of America in April. And for that team, you will see an email come out from me where the group who is helping facilitate these will be interviewing staff to get your feedback on how you think things are going. It's pretty similar to the Engage survey, except it's more based upon how specifically management can help you. It's a lot of open-ended questions. How do you think things are going? That type of stuff. Again, confidential. We want your feedback. So I'll be sending out an email. Please keep an eye out for that in Heart of America. And you can set up interview times with this external vendor to give them feedback so that we know what to focus on when the joint leadership team comes together in April. Also, Missouri, Illinois, so that will be Jefferson City, Effingham, and Columbia, keep an eye out for that as well, because we will be coming to Missouri to get some feedback there as well. One of the other things I wanted to talk about was the cookbook. So we're going to be starting something that I think is pretty cool, and it's going to be a cookbook. We have a lot of diversity in C1 and all throughout Central, which is awesome. I love that. And as such, that means that we each have individual stories to tell. We have different recipes to share. We have heritages that are really interesting to learn about. And so we're going to be gathering, you're going to be seeing flyers come out. You're going to be seeing table tents that invite you and also invite the donors to submit recipes so that we can create a cookbook for Central. And this will involve telerecruitment. We're going to be sharing it with C2 as well in order to get the most recipes possible. We'd love to hear your stories with those. We'd love to get pictures to include, and we're going to be binding these ourselves, and if you submit a recipe, you'll receive a cookbook later in the fall. So the deadline for recipe submission is June 1st. I had to check the date there. And all of the recipes will be submitted to Sydney Arbor. That's SYDNEY.ARBOUR@redcross.org. Her name, her email address, and her phone number will be on the flyers that will be sent to each of the centers. And I just encourage you all to participate. It's something fun that we can do as a division, and you don't have to, but what a great way to share a little bit about who you are. You can submit as many recipes as you want, and we encourage the donors to participate too, because some of our donors are pretty darn good cooks, and they've got some really great things to share with us. So please participate. Again, the deadline is June 1st, and so we'll be compiling all of those over the summer. We'll be binding the cookbooks, and we'll be sending them out to the centers, to those of you who have participated after that. Probably, I'm guessing, late summer, early fall, because it'll take us a little while to get everything formatted and put together. And we're still deciding how we'll get it out to the donors. I don't know if we'll be selling the cookbooks, just giving them away as appreciation gifts. We'll have to decide. Depends how much participation we get. All right, the last thing that I wanted to touch upon was integration. And we are still rolling out integration across the country, and that's where staff are cross-trained to do everything at the fixed sites. And Toledo, Ohio is being targeted for the end of June. So June 30th is the implementation date for them. We also have Heart of America. So we have Peoria, Quincy, and Bloomington, Illinois, who will be integrating the end of June or July 1st. And we're working through that process with everybody. So the staff are getting trained, and we're working on rolling that out. So I think that's it for today. This is being filmed on Wednesday, March 7th. So hopefully it reaches everybody, and I hope you all have a wonderful March, great spring break for those of you who are taking time off, and I will talk to you again next month. Thanks.